Hey, greetings and salutations to all of you beautiful faces. I hope all is well with each and every one of you. I hope you all are in just a good space this Monday rising, and I just hope you slept well. Hope you had a great weekend, and as always, thank you for being here. So, in this reading, I don't know what I'm going to title it yet. I haven't channeled the title just yet, but I know in this reading we are going to touch on the topics of parental alienation, brainwashing, and obviously we're going to touch on narcissism and just a host of things. But the energy, this is like a heavy, I hate like doing readings like this because like I don't hate doing them, but I largely dislike it because this is something that I've been going through off and on for several years, and I'll get deeper into my story perhaps on a live one day here in the near future as to how that began, what that's been like present day. But yeah, I definitely feel like there's an energy collective who will absolutely stop at nothing. It's like this person wants total and ample control. Not only does this person want total control over you, but their own children. And not in a healthy manner, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I definitely feel like, especially for those of you who may be temporarily, or temporarily actually, not temporarily, excuse me, but temporarily separated from your children, but you know, you may still be in their lives. Obviously, you're still doing what you can, being there, showing up, but I feel like there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of emotional stress and turmoil in regards to this situation. I feel like your side of the story hasn't been heard, and I feel like you have been, for many years, for some of you, like you have been viewed in a certain manner because of your silence. But I feel like you no longer being silent, you breaking the silence, and you ultimately never giving up on your kids, but just giving them that space. But wow, as soon as I open the deck, bottom of the deck, the devil. You could have 2 or more children, but there's somebody, you see, like there's somebody that's pulling the strings here. It's like, especially like say you could have a child that you could be dealing with, like them running away, all of a sudden they're doing bad in school, they're getting constant reports when they're with this other parent, they're getting constant, behavioral infractions. Like there's so much behind the scenes that's going on, and I feel like this individual is so miserable. I feel like whoever this negative narcissist parent is, who is trying to turn these children either against their father or against their mother, and trying to shut out the other parent, the actual healthy parent who is, working towards healing, taking accountability, and things such as that. It's like they're, going behind the scenes and essentially telling these children things such as like, you don't love them and you don't care about them. And it's like they do these specific things behind the scenes, calculating, may I add, to devise a narrative to keep a certain narrative going, to make you look like you don't show up, to make you appear like you. But it's like they don't mention how they cause distractions, or how they cause snares in your path, or how they deliberately get in the way of you trying to be a parent, trying to be a mother, trying to be a father. And in recent years, this isn't just bitter baby mama stuff. This is a result of someone's bitter ass baby daddy. Okay? This is given, I don't know, it's just giving toxic energy. I feel like whoever this party is, it's like they never healed from the things that afflicted them in their childhood. And not only did they go on to reoffend, but they grew up as the one and became the perpetrators that transgressed against them. Wow. And somebody wants you with this hermit mode here. Somebody wants you to be like in this isolation. Somebody wants like their children like to turn their backs on you, to like leave you out in the cold. You know, I feel like for a while there, for some of you, like it could have been working as far as the manipulation and the brainwashing mechanisms go, and the different tactics that they were using to try to, again, make you appear like you were crazy or that you had all of these issues. It's like they'd go behind the scenes, work on and encourage certain behaviors, but they'd work on, you know, contributing to you either going through some sort of mental or emotional breakdown, which can lead a person to losing homes, stability, finances. I feel like whoever this devil energy is, it's like they wanted to isolate these children from you, to keep them in a state of darkness. They didn't want these children to see that they too have spiritual gifts, because they want to suck it out of these children. And it's really fucking sad. And I'm definitely getting emotional, incestuous relationship energy going on here. It's like this adult parent, this grown-ass woman, this grown-ass man puts their emotions, problems, and their adult problems and scenarios and situations onto these kids. And you like, these kids are overburdened by this devil energy, this demonic energy. Taurus, Scorpio, Capricorn energy is significant. Yeah. But I feel like out of one of the children, it's like someone's going to speak out. I feel like somebody wants to speak out. Somebody wants to get away from this toxic family ship. Okay? We have the 10 of Cups here. Okay? So someone, whoever this demonic energy is, like, it's like they want people to believe that, you know, you're not in the picture, you're not helping out, you're not being a good mother or father, and this, that, and the other. But they're starting to lose their sense of self, their sense of stability. The facade, all of that is coming to a close. I don't know why I just heard the gig is up. Okay, the gig, however you say that statement, but it's up. I'm also seeing like some old charges about to reopen or something like that. I also feel like when it comes to this parent, like there's no boundaries. Like they have no boundaries for these children. It's like they constantly erode these children's boundaries and sense of safety. It's really weird. Yeah, we have the 7 of Pentacles though. I feel like whoever this is, I feel like they want you. It's like for a long time they succeeded in your silence. It's like the more and more you didn't give people, you know, your side of the story, the more and more you stayed quiet and you just continue to heal yourself. You continue to just love your kids in spite of it all. Like I feel like a lot of you could have been dealing with like, I don't know, something about emotional temperaments or behavioral issues with your children. Like just a lot of things were happening at once. And I feel like this was just causing like so many different like losses. I feel like this could have been a loss of employment. Yeah, exactly. You were just carrying so many different burdens at once. And I feel like it had to do with the manipulation that this parent, whoever this individual is, has synchronized and or embedded into these children. It's not even their true energy or essence. And I feel like someone needs to do something, speak up, speak out before it's too late and these children become full-blown, you know, products of their environment. Because oftentimes you do become what you see. You do become what has been made to be okay. You know, like a lot of these behaviors aren't okay. Okay, it's just not right. And I feel like a lot of these people, they don't even have no legal stance or they don't have no legality in doing this. I feel like somebody wanted you to lose custody of your children or something like that, but you never did. Okay, I feel like something to do with violating parental orders, court orders. Yeah, something about civil matters. Yeah, this type of shit was just keeping you up all night, keeping you stressed. I feel like a lot of you were in heavy depression because, having your kids turn on you or having people attempt to try to turn your kids against you is a very painful feeling, especially when you know that you have been a loving parent. And that's not to say that you haven't, made any mistakes throughout this thing called motherhood or fatherhood. Definitely flip and reverse the roles. But I feel like nothing to the extremes of what these chaos masters are seeking to like control or seeking to bring about. It's like they want to bring about like little minions, like something about keepers of the underworld or something like. It's just fucking weird. I gotta start making my note cards again, guys, with the index cards, because I be getting some downloads. I really feel like if I had mine, the ones that I told y'all that's out of state, boy, I know I'd be touching them. I'd be getting the answers like that. Just gotta make do with what I got. Something about making do with what you got. It's like, and I've already been open about this, I'm not ashamed about this, so anyone, especially any of my haters that are watching this, just know that even though you may have contributed to a small season of my life where I was down and out, vulnerable to say the least, perhaps in this Nine of Swords energy, Ten of Wands energy, carrying all these heavy burdens, just know that that energy has to reverse. Okay, what you put out, you shall receive. What you reap, you shall sow. So just know the tables have turned here, especially with this temperance. I feel like someone here, all you need, like, I feel like there's going to be some sort of blessing, like blessing in disguise I'm seeing. I feel like someone of higher honor or high honor or something like that, like, wants to like pour into you, or just something about spirit just refilling your cup. Okay, all right. And also something about like reigniting your faith. I feel like, no matter how much you love your children and things such as that, it's like you overstand that in this 3D reality, you're more than just these terms and these titles that's been set upon you. And that's not to say that or negate any responsibilities from you, but you cannot allow things that these devil energies, these demonic energies that they're trying to purposely do, you cannot allow those things to burden you to the point where, you can't get back up. To the point where the shit just gets too astronomical to deal with that you do give up. And that's why Spirit had to come in and say, you still my child though. Them your children, just know I got them. Like, I feel like something about release, like something to do with like releasing the situation to God, releasing the situation to Spirit, and letting Spirit come in, and bringing forth balance is what I'm seeing. Truth, balance, exposure to a situation. Okay, I'm also seeing like someone here in the near future, like people are gonna look at you differently. Like once people see the truth, I feel like a lot of people already know the truth. It's just because it's you and because you are who you are, and people have like a certain disdain towards you, and they feel like you think you're all that. Whole time that's not even the case, but they're gonna even have a different viewpoint towards you. Okay, I feel like a lot of people are seeing you in, or they will here soon, but a lot of people are and or will be seeing you in this high priestess energy. I feel like no matter what you've gone through, you've stayed 10 toes down through it all. And I feel like a lot of these people, that's why they were just in this energy of constantly trying to look back and watch. Look, Hierophant in the reverse, right behind the high priestess. Whoever this, like I said, this karmic masculine is, they were mirroring, like, pretty much the way they got you, and the way they, in a sense, kind of like low-key trapped you. Not to say that, you regret your children or anything like that, but I feel like a lot of you, like now you're very cautious about, who you open up your womb to, who you share, like who you just all that. Y'all know what I mean. Like, you're just not about to just be having nobody's kid no more. Like, you're not about to just be popping out baby after people, and you don't even know they're, without truly vetting them out, right? But I feel like the way this person got that you is that they were mirroring your energy that you were exuding onto you. So like your energy was being mirrored back to you. So that's how you got hooked by this person. They were never clever. They were never spiritual beings. They never had the light in them. You know, they were always filled with this darkness. They were always filled with this evil, with this disgust, with this level of insanity, perversion. And I feel like this stuff, it goes deeply deep down these people's lineages. I truly do see this. And these people wanted to like act like they were like leaders. They wanted to just try to act like they had some sort of gift or some sort of talent. But their whole lifespan or their whole reality was meant to learn lessons, was meant to deal with the karmic, with their karmic judgment, really. That reaping and sowing energy. But yeah, they were trying to carry on in this light as if they were just, there's a certain word I'm looking for, but I can't think about it right now. But it's like they wanted people to feel like they were strong. It's like they were like walking as if they were you. Like they were walking, they were like a caricature of you. I can't really pronounce that word, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, this is somebody who could never be you, ever. Like, they just don't have it in them to ever be like you, to measure up to you, amount to you, or anything like that. And this is why they have to go to these leaps and bounds and to these lengths that they have gone as far as turning your child against you, you know, brainwashing your children, violating court orders, back and forth in court, spending all this money, all this time, taken away, lost. And for what? Because these people don't want people to know that you are the high priestess, that you have a very divine path, that no matter what type of heartbreak and sorrow that they try to bring upon your path, you will overcome it. Even if that means temporarily being without your children. I feel like there's a lot of opinions associated with what you're going through, but people don't even know in hindsight, like, what really brought you there? How'd you end up there? Like, what really occurred? And I feel like if people really knew, they would not have anything to say. But we have this Two of Swords here with the Death. I feel like Death coming out in the reverse, Two of Swords upright. Coming in right behind the High Priestess. I do feel like, hold on, guys. With this Two of Swords, I felt like, I felt like you stayed silent and even blinded. It's like you try, like, not even turned a blind eye to something, like, cause I don't feel like you'd ever turned a blind eye to something that, you know that very well is wrong, that you very well will speak out against. But it's like these energies wanted you to turn a blind eye to their tactics, to their abuse. They never wanted you to see it. And I feel like you had to go into this season of, isolation, hermit mode, so that you can really receive the spiritual intel needed, so that you could be able to devise your own spiritual plan. Right. Eight of Pentacles here. Something about building towards the future. Yeah, these people didn't want you to believe that you had a future or that you still had a future, even after the unspeakable amounts of abuse that they put you and your children through. We got the Two of Wands in the reverse here. Wow, let's clarify this Two of Wands. Yeah, we have the King of Wands here. So this could be like a grandfather figure. Okay, yeah, the World. Damn, bottom of the deck right after the World, we have the Ace of Pentacles here. Yeah, Five of Wands. So I feel like Wow, there's going to be some sort of tragic news I'm seeing, especially like reflecting on this Nine of Swords energy. And it's going to force you to like take action, like massive legal action, or you have already taken action here. But I do feel like you will be aligned with, whether this is a spiritual legal team or just a physical legal team, there will be a group of high authoritative figures that will step in on your behalf. Like, this person is a true coward. This person shrinks and shakes and scoffs in your presence because they know they can never amount up to you. Okay? They know what they hide behind. They know what really makes them, what really lies within them, shall I say. And it ain't nothing good. That's why they seek to kill, steal, and destroy. That's why they always have to cause some sort of disarray and turmoil into someone's life. All because they don't want you to have a transformation. All because they don't want things to work out in your favor. These people are just so hell-bent on destroying you that they will even get into the way of you being a parent to your own children. Which for some of you, it doesn't make you regret your children, but it certainly regrets who you decided to have your children with. Because the red flags were red flagging in the beginning. But a lot of you could have been young and naive like I once was. But I'm not now. I feel like a lot of you, that's why you're single. You could be celibate. Even if you're not celibate, whatever the case is, like, you're not allowing the opposite sex, same sex, what have you, to put you in another fucking hell because you're unfortunately tied to this person. But you don't have to be attached to their demons, attached to the spirits that they're fighting and the principalities that they fight on a daily basis. You're still going to receive this offer in love, this offer in family, even if it's not your blood family. But I definitely do see you beginning again, like you starting anew. A fresh start is coming. I feel like you will have a home. Okay, we have this Ace of Cups with the Six of Cups. There will be wealth. There will be a generational curse ending. Okay? Your children will awaken. They will see the truth. They will come out from amongst them. Ashe. They will not be minions of this tyrant. They will not have this evil embedded in them. And they will not be silenced in shame. Ashe. The Sun and the Six of Cups. I feel like you're very nurturing, You're very protective. And I feel like because of the energy that you unfortunately aligned yourself with by mistake, they hid a lot of things from you. And you, once you started realizing things, you became hyper vigilant, like even more overprotective. Because you didn't know what these people were truly capable of. And you knew that you couldn't really put nothing past them. Like, a lot of this stuff is being illuminated. And they're upset. And it's like, the whole time these people wanted you to be silent about this stuff. They didn't want you to expose the truth. But like I said, they go in the background and they like I say, create these narratives and build these receipts, so-called receipts up on you. I'm feeling like somebody was even in cahoots with your own family, trying to build up a RICO case on you. And you mean to tell me you ain't got greatness within you? You ain't got something that you highly destined for? You don't got something that you highly responsible for divinely? You or your children? They see that you're a hard worker, a builder. They see that you're a giver. They see that you're a good parent. They see that you actually put your children first. That you would never put no man or woman above your child. But I feel like, especially if you may be going through a season of You in this building season, you trying to get your pentacles back up. And it's coming, as you can see clearly. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, an abundance of wealth, an abundance of windfall. You just have to believe it. You just have to trust in it. But I feel like these demonic energies, whoever is either like in your kids' lives, in their ears, in their corner, like this childish, immature ass energy, that's why I'm getting that emotional incest. It's like all they do is sit and just keep you in their mind, sit and figure out ways that they can sick the child on you, or figure out ways that they can, taunt you through the child, or, think of ways how they can manipulate the child against you, rage bait you, and all types of just sick, crazy shit. And really think they're getting ahead by doing this. Page of Wands, really think they're doing something. Really thinking they're doing something right, when nothing they're doing is okay. They are being watched. Okay? But I feel like these people are just sick. And then it's all in the name of love. I'm here like, I'm only doing this because I love you. That parent doesn't love you. Like, it's really sick. It's disgusting. Tell me more. Wow. Page of Cups in the reverse. I do feel like I feel like once, I'm telling you, like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I do feel like motherfuckers is going to be going to jail. Okay? Definitely going to jail. They try to hold on to reactionary abuse scenarios. Like, say they catch you on film losing your temper, and then they try to, like, violate in ways unimaginable by trying to, like, serve this narrative to the public eye, trying to make it seem like this is how you are, this is who you are on an everyday basis, when any human being gets mad. Especially when it comes to the level of abuse and absurdity that you all have been dealing with these people. They selling people fucking dreams and lies. Because they want some woman to come in and then or some man, whoever this is, like, they flip and reverse the roles, but they want somebody to come in and be Captain Save-A-Ho. Like, they want somebody to come in and play mama or daddy. I feel like they damn near don't be having the kids themselves. Or they don't really want these kids like that. For some of you, they using these kids as checks. Okay? Or tax returns. And or image. Like I said, to sell some woman or some man this fake ass dream, to have them come in and both build what they ask, so that woman or man could take over their role. But somebody ain't finna stand for that shit. Somebody like that ain't my responsibility. I'm not, and like, I feel like that's another reason why they target you too. Because I feel like they blame you as to why their love life is in shambles. And that is why they use these children as tools and shit, because they have no one else. I feel like these people are highly unattractive. They're aging extremely rapidly. They look constantly disheveled. You're the one supposedly... Hold on. Y'all, let me see whose car this is. 1 second. I got her here in the, what you call it? But yeah, you're supposedly out of, oh my god, y'all, this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. Y'all see, I just sat down, I just got up, checked it, it went off. Like, this is the type of games this person plays. Like, they'll be like, okay, you can come over, but they'll make it seem like they have something to do. So you'll be like, okay, well, just reach out to me, whenever you get back from doing what you gotta do. They'll wait till the last fucking minute till it gets late as fuck, just so they can tell the kids, see, like, they play these twisted ass, like, tit for tat ass games and act like no one knows. But freaking A, what was I saying before that? See, yeah, see, they really don't want me to get this message out, but I really don't care, because it's still getting out. I'm gonna get my train of thought back, guys. But yeah, like, somebody thank you, Holy Spirit. So yeah, like, somebody just upset because they feel like because of you, or because they're attached to you, but it's like they're the ones who essentially trapped you, is what I'm hearing. Like, these people hunted you down, either on the internet, wherever you met this person at, preyed on you relentlessly for months, years, was secretly building a Rico on you, trying to figure out who you were, pretended to be like you, pretended to have empathy, pretended to be a loving person, pretended to have talents, pretended to have spiritual gifts, and the whole time these motherfuckers was demons. And attempted to destroy every particle and ounce of your life. And you're the one that's supposed to be displaced, supposed to be, in their eyes, so-called broke. They're the ones with the jobs, the nice cars, or, nice houses, or whatever. You're the one that supposedly has nothing. But yet you're the one glowing. You're the one still looking good. You're still not looking like what you've been through. And I feel like that's another reason why these people are upset. Because they just want to sell people this false ass dream so that they can appear to be this, this Leo or this Aquarius, is what I'm seeing. Also picking up on Cancer energy. Gemini, Libra energy. Like, somebody is obsessed with making you look bad. Somebody is obsessed with tearing you down to your children behind the scenes. Their family too. Like, I see a group of people, just all they do, any chance they get. Your mama this, your daddy this, they ain't this, and they ain't that, and they ain't got this, and blah, blah, blah this, and blah, blah, blah that. Like, God damn, you ain't tired yet? Like, Lord Jesus. They sitting here stuck on stupid, not wands, trying to figure out the next how else they could try to penetrate, not knowing that the shit just keeps being returned to sender. So the more they want you to keep going through all these situations where you're trying to force yourself and climb yourself out of it, is the more they're placing themselves in that. And the more they're watching you rise, even if it's little by little. Small steps, baby. Okay, slow and steady wins the race. Ain't nobody in no competition with nobody. Ain't nobody trying to, the only person I'm in competition with is myself. Being better than who I was last year. That's what I'm actively working towards. I feel like also because they don't know what's going on, like they don't know who you're talking to, like none of that. And I feel like for some of you, you're really not talking to anyone. But they're just jealous. Like, these people, they could be the opposite sex and jealous as hell of you because of your strength. Clock it. Your strength, your beauty, your devotion. I feel like your devotion to being a mother, your devotion to being your father, your devotion and your passion towards breaking generational curses and ensuring that your children do not end up in situations like you, ensuring that your children do not make the same mistakes that you have made, and having that open dialogue and that open communication. But when it comes to these individuals, it's like they want to steal that from the child. They want to take that from the child. They feel like the child is not their own separate being. Okay? But I feel like your strength is going to heal a situation, or your strength is the trigger, okay? Yeah, this person was too filled with pride. You see how somebody just keeps having their nose turned up, somebody just is was just cocky with it. Just had their nose just thought they was the shit when it came to you. When they started noticing how their little spell work or black magic and witchery and how whatever they was doing, flying to these different places and putting all these roots and shit on you, and it was temporally working, they thought that shit was gonna last forever, that it was going to stick forever. So they were cocky with it. They was cocky and confident with turning your children against you because they thought, I'll just make them become like me. I won. That's what I'm getting. You didn't win, coward. All right, yeah, we got the 3 of Cups. Yeah, it take all these people against one person. The High Priestess. All these people against little High Priestess. I also feel like there's a lot of people watching you closely, because a lot of people, even this energy, I feel like they're like, oh my God, what are they going to say next? What are they going to figure out next? Somebody is scared. 7 of Swords. Because they know that their shit's about to come to the fucking light. There's a child in this fucking situation that is going to tell the truth. All right, this child could be a star. Okay, a star in the making. Something about heightened spiritual gifts. The Emperor in the reverse. Yeah, somebody was trying to act like they was just so high and mighty, so intelligent, so smart. I'm just a great mother. I'm just a great father. But behind the scenes, don't even interact with their children. Don't talk to their children about anything about safety, anything about boundaries, anything about nothing. You would think they're strangers behind the scenes. That's why, like, a lot of people, you know, like, and granted, I'm not judging nobody who does this, so please do not take this the wrong way. It's just me personally, and granted, perhaps as I build that confidence within myself, that sake, but I don't know, I don't know. I just don't trust it because of shit that I've seen, witnessed. So, but it's just as far as, like, putting kids on social media, like, I noticed, like, some of the most, like, how that woman, you know, unalived her 2 sons, always posting them, always having them Gucci down, da 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 da. Behind the scenes, you living crazy, your lights was off, you about to, you know, get evicted, all types of stuff, right? And then be the ones, like, that's why I don't believe, you just can't be quick to believe everything. You gotta get to the, like, get to the horse's mouth, get to the root cause, take everything with a grain of salt, okay? But I feel like somebody is in this energy of being afraid because they're like, wow, like they understand that everything up until this point you have not lied about, you know. And then they're always like, oh, well, you did this and you did that. Okay, the reality is you're willing to take accountability for the fucked up shit that you've done, for the mistakes that you've made, right or wrong or right. You can do that, collective. But when it comes to these people, they're so, like, that's what I don't understand. All they can do, and all they do, is just tell people how horrible you are. Tell your kids how much you're this, and how much you're that, and how much they, you know, all these lies. But they can never say anything about themselves. Because in their mind, you know, all their shit is hidden. Not knowing or realizing that it's really going to be out in the open. Okay? Yeah, so we got the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Pentacles upright. So I feel like there will be a very, very big, huge blessing. Okay, there will be a situation that will be turned around in your favor. I don't know, as I stated earlier, as it pertains to, like, some court case being reopened or something like that, like, these people don't know. They just did it to themselves. Like, that's all I could really say is, like, they did it to themselves, because it didn't have to go this far. It did not have to be this way, but they chose for it to be this way because they didn't want to co-parent with you. They wanted outright overall control over you, your psyche, your emotional system, your spiritual systems, and so on and so forth. Because what else could they possibly want or wish to seek by abusing you in these ways? It's like they're still trying to punish you after the relationship has ended, right? But it's because you've discovered the truth about who they really are, which is this devil in disguise. All right? Yeah, but with this Wheel of Fortune, again, like I said, this is a major breakthrough, okay? I feel like whatever you seek to do, whether you're writing a book, I feel like you're gonna, something to do with writing a book, okay, telling your story. This person has done some very just atrocious, devious, very demented, sick things to you and or your children. I'm so sorry, but that is what I'm getting here. But I feel like it's all about to come out here, and that is what someone's fucking afraid of. Sick, man. Tell me more. I feel like also yeah, Knight of Cups. Yeah, somebody trying to manage that little, you see how they only on this last little cup, all the rest of them cups is where gone. They're gonna be having to come to you. You're about to have so much here soon. Like, you're about to be so successful. So, like, you're about to inspire so many mothers, so many fathers to share their stories, because don't think that you're the only one experiencing parental alienation. Don't think that you're the only one that is dealing with spiritual situations that play out in the physical that people have gone behind the scenes to orchestrate. Don't think that you're the only one dealing with that, because you're not. Okay? But I definitely feel like you will have major success. I feel like just the more you speak about your situation, like whether this is on TikTok, but on some sort of public platform, I feel like the more you're going to inspire people to do the same. So do not be silenced, okay? But yeah, like this person, whoever's in this Knight of Cups energy, feminine or masculine, does not matter. They're going to have to be begging you. Here soon, it's going to happen so fucking swift and quick, they're not going to know what hit them. You know, things are shifting in your favor right now as we speak. And remember how I said they were so big-headed, had all this smoke for little old you, had all this heat and energy for little old you. But now they want to simultaneously double back and try to think you finna give them something. You're not giving them a damn thing. When you walked away from them, that means you took your love, your energy, your empathy, your care, your anything that you ever had associated with these people back. You took all that shit back. Because you knew all that love that you was giving to them, all that care, respect, you should have been giving it to yourself, because they were just mirroring your aesthetic. They was mirroring your everything, ideals, your thought, what is the thought forms, everything. But you took all that back with you. You left them. These could be your children too. These cups, you left them with your children. Because I felt like they was trying to make it so difficult for you to be a parent. They left you with nothing. They wanted everything. They had the money. They had the cars. They had the homes. But you had nothing. All you had was, I forgot what your little rod, your rod, your spiritual compass. And God, the light guiding you. You had to leave it all behind because you knew that ultimately, if you would have kept up in this energy, kept up fighting, taking on all these burdens, going back and forth to court, spending all your money, having to start over again, build something, lose it, start over, build something, lose it, start over. Like you're tired of that. So I feel like you were just in an energy of, okay, you know what? I gotta push forward. I got to go like forth with what you've been delayed from doing. A lot of you don't realize that you could have been so much further without this person meeting this person. I'm sorry to say. But truth be told, they were a lesson too. A karmic entity that was placed in your reality to teach you a massive lesson about yourself, about this world, about trauma, unhealed trauma, and the severity of that. Okay? So yeah, I feel like whoever was involved in this, whoever was working with these people, like I said, they are now in this Knight of Swords, Ten of Wands energy. Okay? This is exactly why they can't find themselves building anything. Like all their cups, all their energy, like they tried to take your kids away from you. Well, all their money goes to keeping a roof over those kids' heads. All their money goes to providing for those kids, if they even do that. The lack thereof, it's like the basic bare minimum these people do, but yet try to throw up in your face. But everything that they was trying to take from you, like I said, remember how you left them with everything? The kids, the money, the dog, the faith, everything. You left everything. Because these people were making your life a living fucking hell. And they were confident about it. They thought they were going to have a new beginning. They thought they was going to dupe some chick or some dude into settling down with them and playing stepdaddy, aka taking your spot. Playing stepmama. AKA taking your spot. Nobody could ever take your spot. You're the empress. You're mother. Okay? Big OG, not the little one. Period. Okay? I feel like they wanted to take your crown. Because like when you do something like that to people, when you try to tarnish someone's relationship with their own child, or you try to get into the way of that, and then you call on all these different minions, whether your own blood relatives or their family or your own so-called friends or theirs or mutual relationships, whatever. Whoever banded together, well, they all gotta suffer together. Period. Because you nor your kids deserve that. 44 was just on the clock, and y'all did not deserve that. They knew and know now that you are a way better suitable parent. It's just you're temporarily going through something. And they were the ones pulling the strings behind the scenes to keep you in that position. But as soon as you woke up and you took your motherfucking power back, you said, okay, well, fuck you. I love my babies down. But you know what? Handle your business, because I will return. And when I return, baby, everything's coming with me. What did I say? Everything's coming with me. I'm hearing everything lay the fuck down. Make way for the queen. Make way for the king. Okay? Everything's fucking coming back down. Alright? Everything's coming with me. Everything. All of my energy. Everything I poured in. It's all coming back to me. You can't take it. You can't delay it further. You can't manipulate any further either. Okay? These people thought that you was always going to be just, yeah. Sleep. Sleep no more, silent no more. Exactly. That's why they're in this Nine of Wands energy. Sick. If they ain't, they finna be. Constantly in their head. Four Swords. What I say? Hangman. Because they know shit's finna hit the fan. I just heard fuck around and find out. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. With this Seven of Wands. Yeah. Remember how hard you was working? Remember all them burdens you was carrying? Remember how nobody wanted to come in and help you because they thought you was just this terrible person, because they was listening to the lies that these people were depicting in the calculated and strategic narratives that they were pulling the strings behind the scenes, coming up with these ploys, these different stories, make it make sense. But yet you were the only one whose story was never heard. But yet everybody was so quick to jump on a bandwagon to attack you, to attack your children, to attempt to turn your children against you, to cause your children to spite you. It's sad. Whoever this is, what did I just say? Ten of Swords, man. They're about to be just done for. Everything that they try to use and throw up in your face, or them withholding regard, them withholding empathy, well, obviously it's really not truly in them, so they can't give you something that does not exist within them, no matter how much they try to pretend it does. One. But two, they're going to find themselves in this energy where just so many different things and so many different attacks coming at them at once. You know, car breaking down, eviction notices, and lights off, and this is, everything's coming out. Everything's coming out. They're about to be overly burdened, if they're not already. Exactly. Tower in the reverse. They're already going through this secretly. That's why they're so fucking mad. Because like I said, what did I say earlier? They don't really want these kids. The only reason why they have them is for the benefit and how it makes them look and how it makes you look and appear in the public eye. Because when people see them and not, they see them, they see the kids, but they don't see you, and you're like missing in action and you haven't said anything and they don't know anything, of course they're going to take that person's side. But people that truly know you from the ins and to the outs, they know, you know what, I'm going to go check with my friend. I'm going to go check with my sister. I'm going to go check with my brother. I'm going to go check with my niece. I'm going to go check with my nephew. I'm going to go check with my uncle and whatever, you know? But it's all good though. Because all this did was bring forth a well-deserved new beginning for you and your children. I definitely see relocation. I see a new home. I see a dream car being awarded to someone. Like, you're about to have so much abundance to the point where you're going to be able to purchase your dream car, your dream vehicle. Okay, something to do with like starting some sort of brand or business here. Yeah, Ace of Wands, like this is your birthright. Okay, you were called to survive this, but you were also called to thrive as well. You know, whereas you were just constantly in an energy of just, all you were trying to do was just survive. Like that's what mostly all your energy went to. You know, you didn't have any energy for love, or you didn't have any energy to mingle with anyone or anything like that, because you were just trying to get yourself back to the places in which you deserve to be at, so that you could have this new beginning. Okay? So let's close out. Yeah, but yeah, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody is juggling too. I also feel like your child, like, say, like, if you were dealing with a child who was being, like, you know, disrespectful, talking about back, mouthy. I don't know why I'm getting, like, a runaway energy. Like, you have, like, older teenagers, tweens, teenagers, or excuse me, teens, whatever. Or just even, like, younger kids, like, the younger ones, 5, 6, 7, and you just could have noticed a change in their behavior. That didn't just start overnight. That type of stuff is for a reason, and that's something to be looked into. And see, these people are so secretive with these children. They don't want nobody to ask them questions about these children because they feel like they own these children. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like anytime somebody tries to go and assist any agencies, whatever, it's like these children shut down. But somebody is juggling with the idea of telling the truth here. Something about your divine birthright. Ace of Wands. This could be a child here, or this could be like a family member associated with this situation. Like somebody could know something, but they could be afraid to speak up. Okay? Yeah, Knight of Swords. Somebody ain't going nowhere fast. Trying to come in quick to silence you, but ain't going nowhere fast. Six of Swords in the reverse. Where are you going? They trying to come in to try to cause harm? Or these people had plotted, whether past, present, near future, to cause some sort of harm on you? But it did not go through. It didn't work at all. Okay, yeah, these people, I don't know why I just want to say perpetrators. These perpetrators wanted to cause some serious harm onto you. Yeah, poverty, misfortune, bad health. But now this is everything that they're living through. You could wonder, like, every time you see these people, they looking more sicklier. It's like they never gain weight. You know, teeth messed up. Just skinny. Like, they're just consumed with that demonic energy, and it's really beginning to show on the outside. I feel like, you see this demon in this picture? I feel like that's exactly how these people look in real life. Dreadlocks could be significant. I don't know why I just heard vampire, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I just heard Tuffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm just Tuffy from the block. Like, you're a tough cookie, period. Yeah, we got the Eight of Swords, baby. You done freed yourself, okay? And this self-reclamation, like this reclaiming of your energy, this reclaiming of your destiny, this reclaiming of your motherhood or your fatherhood, and you just being able to have your rightful place, it's all coming back to you. All right, you are highly deserving of it. Like, you're not going to be silenced anymore. You're not going to be quiet anymore to try to make people look good. So they can try to make you look bad all they want to. That's fine. But at the end of the day, you know the truth. And the truth of these people and behind these people and what these people are hiding outweighs any negative reaction you may have ever had. Because that's what I'm getting. Like, somebody... Like, when you were in your down, like, probably when you were going through this Five of Pentacles energy, like, who wouldn't be fucking pissed off if they were fucking losing things left and right when they knew they was just up, but suddenly, you know, your kids get touched by a certain energy, or a certain energy tries to synchronize with their energy and taint their energy, it causes some disarray in the household. Okay? It's gonna cause some tower moments. It's gonna cause some friction. It's gonna cause some tension. These people are like holding that against you or something like that, thinking that's gonna make you shut up, thinking that's gonna make you okay. No. Yeah, Cherry, you're still speaking out. Okay? Alright, I feel like you're still going to court. Ace of Swords, you're still not gonna bite your tongue. I feel like somebody wanted you to bite your tongue. This is your reward. Okay, your crown is back. Okay. Okay, final energies. Ooh. Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and the Two of Cups. Wow. I also feel like, remember what I told y'all earlier, how this person was trying to like cause a ruse between you and your children, and or they were trying to blame you, like being attached to you or something like that, as to why they couldn't maintain no relationship, or why they didn't have no healthy relationship. But the reason why they don't have no healthy relationship is because they're not healthy people. Okay, they break boundaries. Okay, so yeah, they're in this Five of Cups, and meanwhile you have all these suitors. I feel like there is love coming in as well. Okay, yeah, I feel like somebody wants to come in and offer to you. You have multiple people wanting to offer to you, okay? Somebody that wants to build with you. With this Knight of Pentacles, like somebody wants to offer you, like it's giving like somebody wants to come in, like they hear what you're going through, they see what you're going through, and they're like, I don't have much right now, but if you trust me, I want to give you what I have. This is my last. You feel me? But somebody's like, look, and I feel like whoever this person is that's coming in, they're going through the same thing you're going through, and this is going to be a strong union. And this energy who put you in, like in these past energies that I mentioned, they're gonna be sick. Okay. Overworked, tired, bent out of shape, all these cups are empty, and they gotta watch you start over in love. They gotta watch you be loved correctly. You're not gonna have a person that's gonna beat you down verbally, emotionally, mentally. Like this person's truly going to love you. I feel like whoever this past, present, or near future person was, like this chaotic energy, this karmic energy, like they were highly abusive towards you. They wanted you to have low self-esteem and low self-worth, because those are the feelings that take up so much space in their brains. And even though you may not be where you want to be in life and things aren't totally, all peaches and cream, you're still not giving up. You're still showing immense effort and strength. And that is why you are receiving this love. Something to do with a kindred spirit. I feel like somebody's going to have a very loving kindred spirit. Okay? So if this is for you, like if you've been noticing like people offering to you, like, or just wanting to help you, like just know that is a telltale sign that things are shifting in your life. And if you just are meeting other men or women that are dealing with like parental alienation or having baby mama, baby daddy troubles and stuff, like it's not a coincidence. Okay? Something about your kids still love you. I feel like this is exactly why this person hates you so much, because they know that your children genuinely love you. Okay? And they also realize, in a sense, that something is demonically off with this person. We have the Page of Pentacles here. What's this? Three of Swords, Queen of Cups reverse, Queen of Pentacles upright, damn, we got all these Queen energies. I feel like heavy feminine energy. I definitely feel like a uptick and a rise in a lot of feminine energies taking their power back. Yeah, I feel like with this Page of Pentacles, though, this can indicate, I don't know why I just heard childbirth. Like, somebody wants to put a baby in you, please take your time. We was just talking about that. We don't need to go through another 18-year run of this hell. All right, choose wisely, guys. Choose wisely. All right, with that said, guys, that was the read. Okay, bottom, we got the Six of Swords. So, yeah, like, all in all, your kids still love you. I do feel like a lot of them do feel guilt, especially if they were, like, disrespectful towards you, or if they were, causing a lot of stress on you. A lot of them do feel that, that energy, okay? It's just that because they have to, unfortunately, either for some of you, they have to live with this other parent, or they just want to appease this other parent, because this other parent puts so much of that perfectionism onto the children as well, when they're not perfect themselves, when they're unhealed themselves, when they're full of toxicities and negativities and everything themselves. It's just really sad. But I do feel like here soon you will be blessed, either with a new home, a new car, a new job, just a newfound purpose, okay, and an ability to truly sustain yourself for the long haul. And what you'll get this time, I was about to say Lord, but nobody will ever be able to take it from you again, because I trust that you have learned your lesson, especially when it pertains to this person, unfortunately. But that was the read, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until the next one.